Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs.
Bananas in Pajamas was a horror TV show, and by the end of this video, I'm gonna convince you that that's true. So look, I know that this seems absolutely ridiculous. You do not need to tell me. When I was coming up with the idea for this video, I was like, this sounds insane. But this month we are taking a nostalgic look back at children's horror. More specifically, children's horror from the 90s. And even more specifically, the things that I remember being afraid of as a kid. Whether or not it was intended to be horror. And I use the word intended here very loosely because on the surface, Bananas in Pajamas doesn't seem like it was intended to be scary, but I think that it was. And so I just could not do this series without talking about this show. And that's why I'm here in my pajamas today. Yes, I have on pants. It may not look like it. Look, I don't even know if people are gonna remember this show. Me personally, I tried to forget it. Because what the hell is this show?
The bananas were very excited when they arrived for the fairy party.
Where are the fairies, B1?
Perhaps we need to call them, B2.
Good idea, B1.
Now, of course, I had not seen this show in many, many, many years, and I had to rewatch some of the episodes in order to do this video. And as an adult, I can see the silliness in it. But there's a little part of me, that's like, no, this is terrifying still. That's why I'm shooting this video in the daytime. I'm human and I'm curious by nature, so I at least wanted to try to hypothesize what about this silly little kid show could have possibly scared me as a kid. So here is my comprehensive list of everything in Bananas in Pajamas that could have possibly terrified a 3-year-old me. We absolutely have to start off with the song. Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs. Bananas in pajamas are coming down in pairs. This is the silliest video I've ever done. Now the song starts off slow, I will give you that. Nothing too crazy, but hear me out. Keep in mind that this show is for toddlers to first graders at most, probably really cutting it off at kindergarten. So we talking 3 to 5, maybe a 6-year-old, but I feel like a 6-year-old would be like, this is stupid. So we talking 3 to 5-year-olds, okay? Very small kids here. Up until this point, 3 to 5-year-old me only knew bananas as food. These bananas are huge. There's more than one of them. They are sprinting at you down these stairs like old boy was sprinting in Get Out. That's how these bananas are coming at you. If y'all don't find that terrifying, I don't know what to tell you. Let's go to the next part of the song.
Bananas in pajamas are chasing teddy bears.
Pause. When you are 3 to 5, teddy bears are your safe space. Your friends. You probably think that they wake up. I did. I don't know about. I wasn't a normal child. I thought that my teddy bears and stuffed animals and all the things and the Barbie dolls woke up in the middle of the night and had parties without me. I used to try to catch them. I never did. But one day, they're your safe space. Why are they being chased like they're common criminals? They look absolutely terrified running from these bananas, and I don't want to hear, oh, they were laughing after. I don't care. Okay? They got Stockholm Syndrome. Finally, we come to the end of the song.
'Cause on Tuesdays they all try to catch them unawares.
Cause on Tuesdays, they tried to catch them unawares. We're not even gonna talk about why it sounds like underwear or why there's an S on unaware. Let's just talk about the fact that they're trying to catch these teddy bears off guard. Why? Why? What are they up to? It seems very suspicious to me. Not to mention, these bananas are clothed. What bananas do you know that wear clothes? That would be creepy. I would find that terrifying if I was a kid. I'd be like, why does this inanimate object have clothes on? And why are their eyes so tiny and beady? Somebody please tell me. And this is all before the show even starts. This is the intro song, mind you. So this is my first impression of these bananas. But once the show starts, it goes from cartoon to, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like they're kind of gigantic stuffed animals, but they're not puppets or Muppets, but it's also not really live action because there aren't any people that I saw. Maybe I didn't go deep enough into the series again to see if any actual human beings showed up, but from the episodes that I watched, there were no humans in them. And so it's hard to explain what the style of this show actually is. They're not animatronics, but they kind of look like animatronics. They also look like stuffed animals, but they're not stuffed animals and they're not a cartoon, and also not fully live action. So like, what would you even call this style? That isn't really something that's scary, but it is a huge juxtaposition from the cartoon intro. And you might be thinking, oh, well, that was just the style back in the 90s. Like, look at Barney, look at Big Comfy Couch. That's true, but Barney also had human children in it, and Big Comfy Couch also had humans in it. It wasn't just the puppets or Muppets or whatever you want to call them. They also had humans in them, so it kind of brought it together like, oh, this is a real life thing. What the hell is going on in Bananas in Pajamas? There are no people. It's just big Please somebody tell, like, I'm just not understanding it. I'm just not understanding what this style of animation live action is. I'm even trying to think back to Bear in the Big Blue House, because there were a lot of shows in this style. But Bear in the Big Blue House, I'm pretty sure had actual human beings in it too. So like, I don't know. Let's even put that aside for a second. These, whatever they are, animatronics without the tronics, they speak, but their mouths don't move.
Our lips are sealed. Zip.
It does not get creepier than that. Even the animatronics at Chuck E. Cheese, even their mouths move. It don't be in sync, but at least it's moving. So you see what I'm saying? Just like collectively, this show, they claim it's not supposed to be scary, but like, I think my evidence is pretty clear. Before we get out of here and I have nightmares for the next week, I do want to present one more piece of evidence to you. Because if I haven't convinced you yet that this is a horror, I'm about to do it with this. This show was released in 1992. That's when the original show aired. But Bananas in Pajamas, the version that I'm speaking of, actually is not the original. The original actually just came from the song that we just went over piece by piece. It actually just started with that song, and it used to be on, I forget what they said the show came on, some type of kids Saturday morning cartoon or something like that. I'm probably screwing that completely up, but it was like called like Playroom or like Playmation Station. I don't know what it was called. Something like that. Some creative, corny 90s thing. It started with the song, and then on that song, they made a cute little like just the song intro animated cartoon to go with it. So this was the animated cartoon.
Bananas in pajamas. Bananas in pajamas.
And that's terrifying as hell. But this was the cover art. These bananas actually have an evil look on their faces. Like they look like, yeah, we about to come up real quick. How does one start with an evil banana and you tell me that the kids show has no source of horror in it? I think they left a little bit of that horror in there. And these teddy bears actually look like they are escaping captivity. Like they look terrified. And I'm not sure on the lore with this in particular, but there's a third banana if you did not notice. Where did he go? Did he try to help the teddy bears escape and so they made an example out of him? I don't know. All I'm saying is, you don't find that suspicious? I plead my case. That's all the evidence I have that Bananas in Pajamas 1992 was in fact a kid's horror show. Let me know what you think, if I have successfully converted you into being a believer as well. Next week for When Fear Meets Nostalgia, we are having a movie night over on Discord. We're going to be watching Hocus Pocus, so I hope I'll see you there. The information will be on the community tab. It's going to be on October 24th, 5:30 p.m. PST, 8:30 p.m. EST. So I hope you guys can make it. I'll be there even if one of y'all shows up because I want to watch Hocus Pocus. So we'll be watching Hocus Pocus. Come by even if you have to come late. Come watch, you know, a little bit of it with us. And until then, I will see y'all later. Happy Vlogtober. Those bananas coming to get me. Those bananas are, they're gonna be like, bitch, you weren't supposed to talk about that. You weren't supposed to talk about the third banana. I'm for real though. If those bananas start coming after me, y'all better come save me. Y'all better come save me. Y'all like my nails? I want it real. It's like glittery fall. That's all I have for you. This is gonna be a short little video, but what's understood doesn't need to be explained. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. The bananas are evil. You know, you get it. No, because tell me why now I have the song stuck in my head. I feel like I'm about to summon them. I have on some lip gloss and it just went down my throat. My throat is on fire. Why do I say nostalgia like that all the time? Shadow, stop trying to eat my plant. Don't lick your lips. Stop trying to eat my plant. If you eat my plant, we're going to fight. Okay now. Bananas in Pajamas have humans in it. Yes, Banana in Pajamas featured human actors inside. Okay, right. But they were human actors inside of the costumes. There were actually no real people that showed up on the show. So like again, what is this animation style? Nah, creepy as hell is what it is. I'm not folding. I will not fold on that. It's weird. Next week for When Fear Meets Nostalgia.
This is not a test.